Faith in Podcast. Welcome to the Faith in Podcast. This is Aaquib, your host for the most, and I have here with me today the very lovely, the very patient Ramya Ramapriya. Hello, Ramya Ramapriya.
Hi, Aaquib. What's up?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good too.
Okay, so we're doing a Skype call right now, and she was very nice to have. She's been very patient, basically, throughout this whole procedure because I think we had scheduled this a while ago,
Yeah.
but we had to keep on replanning, and here we are finally doing this podcast.
Yes, finally.
So, Ramya, for all our listeners, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, so I'm Ramya.
Yeah, please.
I'm yeah, so I'm doing stand-up now. Like I started last year around December,
Okay.
and before that I was an engineer. I took the like most practiced part to get here. Did engineering, worked at a corporate job, didn't like anything, and got back to like I wanted to do comedy. I like when I saw like a lot of videos, I was like, this is what I want to do. This is worth my time. Like I had that what fangirling moment of mine, and
That's
I'm
how you
doing that
started.
right now.
So wait, like the first time we met was at Urban Solace, right?
Urban,
Yes.
yeah,
And I remember that I was not in the most well of places, but I was still there. And I remember you just making a lot of jokes and me laughing my ass off. If
yeah,
I was
off
right.
stage.
On stage, I was at one point like thinking, we are there, we are there, we are there.
Yeah, but
But
off stage.
but you've been doing this for a year now, and like, how do you say your show has been going? Like, how is the growth in stand-up been going for you?
I've not been doing for a year. Yeah, I've just been regular since March.
Oh, you've been only regular since March.
This much, yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
4 or 5 months now. And okay, so basically, I'm trying to figure it out right now. And then I'm like, I'm very new to this. So right now, you're going to get a perspective of a real like open micer, wala play. But then at Urban, there was a show for all, like a Women's Day, all women open mic.
Okay.
And from there on, we started putting on another show called Brass and a Beard, which was a major hit. Like all the female comics in Bangalore performed with one male host. So it was amazing. First show was houseful, second show was houseful.
So,
It's
like,
been
how did you like? Why was this started? Was there any particular reason for it to
no,
begin?
it was like it was an all women's open mic, and there was another comic called Rajesh in the like had come to watch, and he was like, "Oh, there are enough female open micers. Let's put up a show or something." Gave an idea, and then they figured it out, and then Sejal put up the show called Brass and a Beard. Amir was the host. It was amazing, very funny. So it's going on. So that's going on because I'm even the newer ones are getting a chance, like are getting a spot to perform there because it's an all women show.
Okay. So,
So it's
but I'm guessing
empowering. Right?
all women empowerment. Yeah, but how do like when you started off, like where did you begin? Like, where was your first open mic?
I was hell bent on like my open mic has to be at Urban. First open mic has to be at Urban. It just comes to like I researched around a little bit. I found out there are like a lot of places around Bangalore where open mics happen, but Urban is like the oldest and is most amazing. And then it was featured in NDTV and all of that, Karan Kenny and everybody, Naveen Richardson. I'm like, no man, it's got to be Urban.
Has to be urban,
It
urban or
has to
no?
be Urban.
But so like since you're technically a new comic, and like because I never get to ask this question. Like for you, the first time as a new comic and you're going up on stage, what was that first thought that you entered when you started off your first joke?
When I started, I don't remember. I was terrified. I was like, fuck, why am I doing this? I can't go back. I've registered now. I have to do this. It was like a quarter life crisis for me. Like, my birthday was next week, and I was like pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. I'm like, no, I have to do it before I turn 25. It was like the deadline for me, and then it was more of like, going to give an exam or like a viva wala feeling. I still get that. I get scared a lot. I'm like, oh God, what do I do?
Yeah, but now that like how many months is that this now for you since you started open
Uh,
miking?
Jan, Feb, March, I think May, June. I think 6 months
Around
in
6 months.
now,
And
around 6 months.
how many shows would you say that you have done
I
for now?
have done three. I have done no four. I have done no wait. I've done five. I think I've done
Damn,
five.
6. Can we go for 6? Is it 6 or 5?
No, it's five. Okay, so three of them are Bras and a Beard, I think, and one at Dialogues and one at Urban. It's a small show,
So
so
like how many minutes of content have you done so far?
I have so far I have like 8 to 10 minutes,
Okay.
but I do 5 to 6 or 8, like depends if the audience is like going with it and all of that. So I put everything out,
Okay.
like 8 minutes or. But then if I'm bombing, it's just four, man. I just get out of the stage and I'm like, no, I'm done. I can't make you laugh. I failed.
So like when you started the open mic scene, how many like when do you like which was like your worst day on stage?
My worst day was 2 weeks back
Wow, you
at
had a worst day
whole.
this week.
I had worst day, man, at Whole Lotta Love. 2 weeks back, I was having this existential crisis, sort of like in comedy, like I'm not funny. What am I doing? And I keep having that, it comes and goes. It depends, like
Like
if,
on that day, like how it is,
yeah,
right?
that day was not quite good. And I was like talking to Kel, and I was like, dude, what am I doing and all of this. And then I was called on. And then there was this one guy, like, there were two, three people in the corner. They were laughing, very nice about it, like smiling and chuckling and whatever. But there was this one guy just right in front of me. He was like staring down at me, like fully judgmental. And he was like not laughing at all. And I'm like, I lost my shit, man. Like, my hands are shaking with the mic. And I'm like, oh my god, what is happening? I can't open this. I can't defuse this bomb. Oh my god. I was like, intense.
Shit,
And then I
man.
got off stage and I'm like, oh shit, no. Why?
But this is something that like almost any comic goes through, right? And like it's almost every comic that goes through this.
Yeah, but the thing is, since you don't talk about it, you don't get to know that everybody's having it. It's like once that happens to you, and you're like, dude, this happened, and like, yeah, for me also it happened like tons of times. There's always that woman there, and there's always this girl sitting there, and like, oh, now I'm like relaxed. Okay, it happens to everybody. It's like,
Yeah,
okay, fine.
but let's discuss about this because this is very interesting to know. Like, why is it like you'll have like an amazing set of people? Like there will be 4 or 5 people who are laughing their ass off, but there'll be that one asshole, right? That one asshole who just throws you off completely. But for you,
Yeah,
why do you think it happens to you? Because I know
it
why it happens
happens.
to me.
It happens to me because I feel that when everybody is laughing and this one person is laughing, I'm like, what, am I not good? Like, is it not what is like? Because see, comedy is subjective, right?
Yeah.
But it's like the half the room is not laughing and half the room is laughing. You're fine with it, like those. It's a different taste, and this is a different. At least you guys are laughing. I'll concentrate on you guys. But if everybody is laughing and there's one idiot asshole who's come to a comic show and he just has a straight face, no empathy, man, like not even smiling, and you're like, what did I do to you?
Like,
Like,
are you talking about a comedy show or are you talking about like an open mic?
no, it happened at comedy show also. It happens at open mics also. Like open mics, yeah, you can give a leeway because they just came to have dinner and we just sprung this like show
Yeah,
on them.
yeah.
So it's okay. But even see, me as a
Do you
person
have
is like,
do you have an example of like this happening at a comedy show for you where you were
yeah, there
so
was this
thrown?
uncle. He fucking didn't understand what I was talking, and then because I saw that uncle, I didn't understand what I was saying, and it just
Like your
what
mind
am
just
I
switched.
saying?
You're like,
Yeah, it's like yes, that happens.
okay. But this is very interesting to know that whenever we start off, this is something that I think almost every comic goes through. Like we have to have that bad day. We all But okay, I have to ask you about like how you are as like a person because usually whenever I meet comedians, I meet two types, okay, or at least this is what I have perceived so far. I either meet a comedian who is very cheerful, who's very happy, and does these like really, I don't want to say dumb jokes, but just it's very family friendly types. And then I meet these other comedians who are nihilists or who have like really fucked up like
Dark.
dark shit. And in between, I also meet the like sort of happy, sort of nihilist, both of it. What would you call yourself? Like, what sort
I
of
am
content?
the middle one, sort of happy, sort of. Like when something's wrong and something's happened to me, and I'm like, shit, this shouldn't have happened to me. I'm like fully in that dark zone, like, no man, I'm serious, don't talk to me, shit like that. And when I'm like super happy and super chill, and I'm like, yay, and then I do the dumb jokes, like just like the other day I met, like, hey, why is it called building if it's already built? Yeah, like. I know it's a what I know it's a bad joke, and I'm just doing it because it's a bad joke. I know it's a bad joke.
Oh God, I felt a little cancer developing in
Now
my
you're
lungs.
questioning yourself. Why did you call me on this podcast?
No, no, a little bit, a little bit right now. But that's okay. That's okay. But it's always good to have someone on the podcast, and it's always fun to talk to people who are on the
Yeah,
podcast.
it's see these kind of jokes are like the Dingchak Puja version of jokes. Like it's bad, but you still do it. Like off stage, not on stage. If
Yeah.
you do it on stage, I'll judge you. Like I'll judge myself. But this is off stage. It's just to see the comedians cringe at the moment. It just gives me joy. Like
But how do you feel about the scene as of now? Since you're very new, I think you can give us like a fresh perspective on this. Uh,
yeah, right now, Bangalore has open mics almost every day, man. Even on Saturday. Apart from Sunday, every day there are like a few days there are two open mics because there's so much demand for open mics now. I mean, not the audience. The comedians are like a lot. There's too much competition, and we just got a mic, yay!
well, urban.
No, not for Urban. We got it for Claytopia and Hangout.
Hey, very nice, man.
We can take it to Urban, I guess. Like carry it.
But urban is a very
Yeah,
nice
it's a very
small
small room. It's
small room.
a
It's very
very
interesting.
cozy
Yeah.
room. It's a very nice room. Urban gets the best audience, of course, and the Claytopia is good. Hangout is good. It's a very nice scene, and there are a lot of people. Lot of people who have been doing it since a really long time, and now there are a lot of people who have just signed up since the past year. Like before I started, a lot of people have started just like 2 or 3 months before me. And after me, there are very less people, but the irregulars, like sort of. But before me, whoever started, like last year, there's a batch of people have started, and new people keep showing up, and they just disappear. I don't know. But
Uh,
there's a lot of competition for sports, man.
I wanted to ask you was you're a woman.
Yes, yay!
Okay.
I think so. I hope so. I was
You mean
raised.
what?
I was raised gender neutral, but society was like, no, you're a woman. I'm like, okay, cool.
See, I don't know why I had to say it like that, as though you're a woman, no? Like,
Yes,
it sounds
I know.
extremely sexual. I apologize. But what I want to know is, and this is something that I've always wanted to ask, is how does someone who starts off like as a female comic feel about the circuit in general? One, and two, do you think it's getting is it difficult to come into such a feel like such a place where it's mainly men dominating the
Okay,
market?
so I'm going to give my opinion on
Yeah,
this,
yeah, yeah.
not whatever is being said and done. It's not redundant for me right now. See, I am a like I'm an open micer. I've just been doing it for 6 months. So, obviously, like if I keep doing, like I'm not in a state to tell, right, if there is politics, there's no politics, because I haven't experienced it. There might be. There might be. I'm not going to say there isn't because it's not happened to me. And sexism happens in every other field, so it's not a new thing or whatever. But in the open mic scene, people are super welcome, like super supportive and super nice. They're equally nice to a guy trying it out and a girl. Sometimes they're even more nicer to a girl because they're like, "Yeah, girls are coming in," and I don't know. And for me, it's always been like, okay, so after my 12th, I had to choose engineering. Like, my parents didn't want me, like, they did do whatever you want. Like, it's done, 12th is done, my responsibility is over, you can think. So, but then I was like, yeah, let's do engineering because all my classmates are doing engineering. To take one of the core branches, which is E&E and EC and mechanical and civil, I did elimination process. The one remained was mechanical, and everybody was like, "No, you're a girl, you can't do this." And I was like, "Challenge accepted." And I just did it, man. I don't know. I just did it. So it was like 4 girls with 120 guys, and so comedy circuit doesn't feel that intimidating anymore. So it's
Yeah,
like
I think you can deal with anything after that.
anything.
But this is all great, man. Uh, so as someone who open mics a lot, because do you feel like you're a comedian now, or do you still feel like you're an open micer? Because I think there's a difference.
Yeah, you think what?
I think there's a difference when it comes to being an open micer and a comedian. For me, an open micer is someone who is still trying to figure out what it is that they want to say, and a comedian is someone who is trying to build on his or her voice.
Yeah, true. But this podcast, like this question, could not be perfectly timed in my life. Like till last year, till the HLL, whatever the major bombing and the crisis in my head, I was like, I want to be this person. Like I want to be a comic. I want to be a comedian. I'm trying to be. I'm trying to write. But the more and more in my head, if I'm like, I'm trying to be this or I'm trying to, I'm never gonna reach there. Right. So you, in your head, you have to be that person. At least till you be that person. Like in your head, you're like, it's okay. Like that person is funny. I get it. But me trying to be funny would mean me trying to write jokes like him, which doesn't make sense. I can never do that. I can only tell what I feel. Like to be honest on stage. Like if I start, I can't be like, hey, I did engineering and I'm into comedy now. I can't do. My life is crazy. I just told you. I have my own story to tell, so I need to tell it in a funny way. Yeah, obviously I'll watch other people who have done it and try to learn from it, but I will never go on to say things like I am trying to be this person because no, I am me, but I will become a comedian. But right now, yeah, I would rather identify myself as an open micer to a comic, not an audience, because they have like totally different perspective.
Yeah. But that's good to know, man. That is, again, a lot of the time, the reason that I had wanted to start this podcast was to talk about experiences as a comic. And that also means someone who is into it recently and has. And I think you've done a pretty good job of like coming up with some success in shows. And that's great. And we hope that you will continue to succeed and be bigger and all of that stuff.
And this podcast is picked up, and Aaquib is all like, "Oh, he knew her, she knew it." Like, what?
Like, what is life? Like when you talk to comedians about your set, like what is it that you are looking for when you're trying to get feedback from them?
Okay, so it's always like how to make it better. I would, it's like a blatant how to make it better. What do you think was wrong with my performance?
This punchline or this delivery or like that.
Yeah, delivery mostly because that is what I have to work more on right now. Writing will come over time. So they would point out that this was not required, and you say this word a lot of times, which is not required, and this a little bit of like teeny bit of here and there.
And,
Yeah, a little bit here and there, and if they get a tag, they do give it sometimes. If I find something worth telling them about their set, like see if you can add this because I didn't think that was, I would go tell them like. If I know them, obviously. If I don't know them, then it's just too elitist of me to go. Like what does she know? She's telling me. I'm like, what?
Like you just go up to them and take this peasant and then fuck off.
मैं fake हुए tax नहीं उठाता. See.
I don't know Hindi that well, but that's
Dude, you're Aaquib Jalil. You don't know
okay.
Hindi.
Please, let us not go there again. Okay,
Sorry,
this
sorry.
is too okay. A little bit of context. Last time we met, she said that my name is Aaquib Jalil. Kya yaar? Hindi nahi malum. And I was like, no, I don't fucking know Hindi. Why do you have to make that stereotype? See, just this is what pisses me off. Okay, I'm from the south. How in God's name would I know Hindi? Okay, how in fuck's name would I know Hindi?
No,
I was
you would know
born.
Urdu, so we feel Urdu is like Hindi. You don't.
No, please don't make assumptions like that.
What does a lot of Urdu in
What?
in
Muslims.
Bollywood songs and like
In Muslims, see man.
my name is Khan from the Epic Lotus and
Oh
all that happening. So
yo. I
sorry.
hope like some imam or someone takes this up. You know, it's just fatwa.
No, I don't need. I'm sorry. I respect all religions. I'm very
Oh,
empathetic towards every religion unless you want to kill people. I don't endorse that.
wait, why are you telling it to a Muslim?
No, I
This
see.
is this is this
This
is a
is you
horrible.
trying to, you're just trying to get the juice out. Like,
Exactly. This is a podcast. I need controversy once in a while. Suddenly there will be like controversy everywhere going like Ramya
and
Ramapriya
a
believes.
female comedian said this, like sexist and whatever. What is that? Racist and religionist.
It's a
What?
religionist. It's more than racist. I don't think a religion can be racist. Like, no, they can be racist, but you can't be racist towards religion. This is yeah. Why the fuck not? Why not? This is okay. This is okay. But there was this thing where Aditi Mittal was given the Netflix special, right?
Yeah.
So and I think it was a call against Amazon Prime only putting out these male specials, if that's what.
So the Amazon special, what it was, the explanation was also given saying it was the OML manager who cut the deal, didn't have enough female comics. They could have reached out to, but the could have would have always happens
It
in
always happens.
everybody's head.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's not like to pin. They maybe didn't look at it in that point of way. And Netflix wanted to do a special on Indian comedy scene, and Netflix is always gender neutral or whatever. And Aditi Mittal is hilarious. She's one of the best,
Yeah, I've seen her live, man. She's a lot of fun to
yeah,
watch.
she is very. So it's only fair she got it, man. Like others got it on Amazon, so they already had it in Amazon. So maybe she would have gotten it on Amazon. She would have missed out on Netflix. So whatever happens, happens for good, no?
I guess that is very true. But it's always good to like bring out these topics about because
Yeah.
I
Controversy.
controversy is
Yes.
always fun to talk about. But more than that, I think it's important to talk about these things and make people aware that one, the scene exists, two, that it's a scene that everybody can get into, and three, spread the fucking laughs, man. That's how you fucking make it.
Yeah, man. Like for the longest time I can remember, I started watching Friends in ninth standard, and from then on, I've been watching sitcoms, Modern Family, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, hilarious, and so many. I can't remember the names, but I started watching it sitcoms. I'm very, very like Parks and Recreation, Amy Poehler. Oh my God, Tina Fey. It's amazing. They're in their own leagues, man. Like comedy is something I feel is worth doing in so much of. Dude, newspaper is depressing. I don't read it. Like, don't ask me about political comedy. I have no
No
clue.
clues. Yeah,
No
don't worry.
clue.
I stay away from politics because I never really
Yes.
understood that. But anyway, final set of questions. And not a
Yes.
question. It's not even a question. It's actually a message that I want you to give. Is that what do you say to all? First of all, to all who want to start comedy, especially if there's a woman who wants to start comedy, what would you tell them?
Okay, so with me it was I was not fitting in anywhere. So and when I came to open mics and started talking to comics, I'm like, wow, this is where I belong. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but right now I'm in that zone. But if you feel like you have something to talk about and you're not cut out for a mundane, 9 to 5 job, and you like interacting with people, you do come and try. I'm not saying take this as a career or take it as a, follow your passion, because this is equally hard, man. It's very hard. When you bomb, you feel like crawling into some cave and just like staying there for like days together, not even the sun is also too much. Like it's that kind of, very bad feeling. But at the same time, when you make people laugh, it's amazing that nobody can, because it's yours. Nobody can take it away from you. I made him laugh. That's mine. It's truly mine. Nobody can take it away from you. So if you want to do it, if you want to do something like that, if you enjoy making people laugh, and you would want to, deal with the crawling up and the depressing into the cave part also, to give it a go. Nobody's stopping you.
That was an awesome message. I hope all of the listeners out there follows through with this message, and that we can push the love of comedy, guys. Push the love of comedy. That's the whole point, and that is what we should all strive for. But anyway, it's very saddening to know that we have to end the podcast now.
Oh no!
But thank you so much, Ramya. It has been fun talking. Now we have to say the usual thing that we always say at the end of each podcast, and that is roll the outro. So can you say it with me, Ramya?
Yes.
Okay, let's do this. This is going to lag like crazy, but we will do this. 3, 2, 1. Roll the outro.
Roll the outro.
Okay, it's fine. We're gonna go with that.